Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Prime Universe bulkhead figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're then going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We will then of course do some comparisons with him and some other bulkhead figures, as well as some other figures in the same toy lines and some other generation ones as well. Okay then, before we get started, I need to thank Robot Recruits because that's who I purchased this from, and as you can see they sent it out to me nice and safely. Let's also have a look at the box then, and again these boxes are absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the fact at the front you've got the alternate mode, you've got of course two pictures on the side. You've pretty much got a full length picture of him and then either the bust or just the head sculpt at the top. It is absolutely stunning, lovely. It's so good. Windowless, I know that these completely split the fandom. For me it's not a problem because I can flat pack the boxes. However, if I was displaying it like this, it may bother me, and especially in the future cleaning the dust off them. Right, so we've looked at that there. We've also got the normal Legacy, as we now know, artwork on the side. With regards to the back, we can see it's going to take 30 steps to transform him, and if you want to scan this QR code you're going to get his tech spec and some other information on him. Right, let's cut this guy open, well, not him, let's cut the box open and get him out. I'd also like to remind anybody, if you're not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will, it'll help me out. And also I can do anything you want with regards to videos. I like to do showcases, I like to do reviews, not just on new figures. So if there's anything that you want to see, or perhaps you want to have a look at yourself, let me know and I'll do my very best to get a video of it done for you, as I struggle really badly trying to get this out. There we go. So there's the bottom piece, here it comes. Let's have a look how big he is, because what I have noticed with these Legacy figures is that some of them have a huge space at the bottom. This has a pretty big one as well. He looks lovely and chunky, doesn't he? We can see we've got a couple of accessories there. We can see, ironically enough, that he's still held in with plastic. So what I need to do now is I need to set him free from there, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, what I like to do now then is something called first impressions, and that's exactly that. So bearing in mind, when I do the reviews of the newer figures, this is the first time I've seen them. I've not seen anybody else's reviews. I've just seen a few pictures and of course the Hasbro reveals. So this is completely new for me, as it is for you guys. So we've got a lovely head sculpt there. It looks like it's on a ball and socket because it'll look up and down and it'll spin. Will it go all the way around, or is it hindered? Not that it needs to, but it can't go all the way around because it is hindered by that whole back piece there. The shoulders will spin around and out to the side. Yes, we've got a waist swivel, same with the hips, out to the side, front, back, knee, yep, nice and stiff, but we do have a knee bend, ankle tilt, forwards, backwards and rock. Wrists will also turn around. Lovely use of blue translucent plastic there. I don't think I need to discuss any more about the articulation. Bicep is standard. With these newer figures they've pretty much got as much as you're ever going to need. With regards to the rest of the aesthetics, again, impressed with it. Looks good, feels nice and chunky, nice and robust. Good use of the silver there. The fact that it's a different colour, different tone to the grey on the hands and inside the elbow joint, so it just makes it, I suppose, shine and pop that little bit more. With regards to accessories, we've got obviously the drape, or whatever you want to officially call it, that's going to come over the top in the alternate mode. And then we've got a couple of accessories here. The instructions are using the same colour scheme, which we're using for all Legacy figures now. And as I say, I think that's pretty much it for first impressions. Now what we're going to do, we're going to have a detailed look at him in his alternate mode and see how he fares like that. So here he is then in his alternate mode. Quick apologies for no transformation process in this video. It will be uploaded separately. Now, we didn't put the back on at the beginning, and I didn't for the transformation process, and to be honest it didn't make much of a difference, but I've kept it off for now just because what I want to show you is that you can store both of these accessories into the back of the truck, and it's much easier to put them in without having the roof part on. So you can see you've got an abundance of, I suppose, ports and dowels there. On the side of the gun you've got this hole, so you can slot this in there straight over the top of there, and then you can take your mace part and you can then just attach this in here as well. So then you're going to take this dowel, which is sitting on top of that, and it's going to go, as you can see, in top of the hole here. So it just makes that all a bit easier. You can, of course, connect it all up. You've got your tabs either side of this, and you've got your cutout as well. It just makes it much easier to put them in and out. Then, of course, these are the feet, and then we'll just close these up and have a proper look at it. And, you know, it's good. They've actually managed to get the same colour all the way on the inside of the wheels, which looks really good. The use of the translucent blue plastic for the windows is brilliant. They've even got the detail of the windscreen wipers there. Looks, they really have made a bit of an effort with this. Same with the, I suppose, wing mirrors, one on either side. You've got the Autobot logo there. And of course, yeah, like nice detail on the headlights. You can't really tell it's a robot underneath. Like I said when I first opened it, it feels chunky, it looks chunky. I like the look of it. Yeah, as I say, I suppose it sounds a bit weird. It's my first real experience of a bulkhead sort of figure. I've got the Transformers Prime one, but in all honesty, by my own admission, I haven't really had to play with them. Whereas with these newer figures, I'm obviously getting to play with them because I'm doing the reviews of them. So it's interesting for me as it is for yourselves. But I think this guy looks really good. I think he scales really good. And I don't think there's much more to say about, I suppose, his alternate mode. I mean, apart from the fact, obviously, if we lift this up and, oh, you can sort of do that. That's part of the transformation, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm going to take the weapons off. I'm going to click all this back in. He says, completely ruining it now. But you can obviously, if you wanted to, you can attach the gun to the side, either like so, or either like so. There's just, again, there's an abundance of things that you can do with all this. You could even lift this little tab up here, and then of course we can put the mouse part on there as well. So, you know, there's loads of things you can do with this, especially with the fact that there's so many ports all over it. So your fire blast effect, your target masters, battle masters, etc., and of course fossilizers. You could have some great fun with all of these. But again, as I say, I think that's all there is to say about the alternate mode. We're going to come back for the final time in the robot mode, see how we can attach all of the pieces to him that way, and of course do some more comparisons. Okay guys, back for the final time. He's back in his robot mode. This is the way I'm going to choose to be displaying him, and of course we've got lots of comparisons and see how all his accessories can work. Again, the transformation process will be uploaded separately. So let's start off with the top. There's loads of functions with this. You can see you've got the dowel there, which we can use as a handle, which I'm going to show you in a second. You can also see the dowel there, which we used originally to put on the back, and I'm going to use again in a second. And again, you've got all these on the top. So let's just do some basic things with the accessories first. I'm going to clip that there, so pretend that we haven't taken it off. That'll just sit on the back like so. Then we're going to take the gun. This again is multifunctional. It's brilliant. You've got the 5mm dowel there to go in his hand, and I'm going to show you what you can do with these little dowels as well in a second. Again, brilliant use of the accessories, brilliant use of playability. Let's have a look at the mace as well. This again is fantastic. You can see you've got a handle in there, so what you would do is you'd open this up like so, and then we'd carefully pop that over his hand and clip it into place. So that, I suppose, is the most basic use of all the accessories. This silver is brilliant. It completely contrasts with the thighs, and again, remember that this in the elbow joints is a different, it's like a dull grey, so all the uses of the colours make it look, you know, fantastic, to be honest. Right, let's take this top back off for a second then, and let's take this gun out of his hand. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take the top and I'm going to literally attach two ways. Again, I'm going to show you both ways. This way is a bit more awkward because it catches onto the wheel. You can just about get it in as a shield there, but it does work way better if you push the handle out. In fact, let's push it inside this way so we can bring it through like so, and you can either hold it in his hands, or again, there's a dowel on his forearm, so you can bring this up. Oh, let's turn it around again, so you've got the gap lining up, and you've got a choice. You can either completely shield his arm like that, which I suppose is good. We can open it right out. There's so many different things that you can do with it, and I suppose that's what makes it so versatile. And again, great for display, and of course great for actual playability and fun. Now the other bit that I was going to show you is them two dowels there. On the back of this part here, at the back of the truck, you've got these tiny little cutouts. So this will now turn into something like a rocket launcher, something coming over his shoulder, and look brilliant as well. So I'm just going to keep that there because I want to do some comparisons. I want to fit them all in. So first and foremost, let's do Bulkhead in the multiverse. So we've got, there is Bulkhead, the animated version. That's from 2008, if my memory serves me correct. Then we've, of course, got the Transformers Prime one. So this is from 2012. And you can see that he's obviously nowhere near as big as the animated one. But if the animated one was classed as a leader class, and this one was classed as, let's get his feet right, obviously just a Voyager class as well. So he's actually bigger than the Transformers Prime version. And as I said, I did make a joke, but it is, it's the multiverse, but it's the multiverse for Bulkhead figures, because you've got Transformers Prime, you've got animated, and you've got now in the Generations. I think it looks really good. I think they display really well as well, to be honest, like that. First time I've put them three together. With regards to how does he scale to some other Voyager class figures, this is a special request, so this guy's got to go in. So this is, of course, Henkai Voyager class Inferno. Oh, that should be up there, I think. There we go. He's a little bit smaller than him. Looks okay, though. Sure you'll agree. Right, let's move this guy out of the way and see how he fares against some of the same figures in the same toy line. So he's much, much bigger there than Skids, which you can see. And although that this isn't the correct Galvatron, it is just a use of his mold. So this is a leader class figure, and he's just a little bit smaller than him. Obviously, it's not that particular Galvatron. It's the completely clean, no, the one with no damage on it, shall we say. But there you go. I'm impressed with this guy. It's my first real experience of a Bulkhead figure, even though I've got a couple. I think he looks great. I do think he fits in with the toy line. I understand people's frustrations that perhaps they made him a little bit too G1-esque, that's what they're saying, because he doesn't really look much like that, does he? Which is, of course, the Prime Universe version of him. Either way, though, I think, in fact, I'm just going to put all these back up because I think it looks good. Either way, he looks good. I'm impressed with him. Let me know what you guys think about him, because he's already got a redeco coming out, isn't he? As part of the Wreckers with a different colour scheme. So let me know what you think. Will you be getting this one, or will you be waiting for the Wreckers one, or have you got one already, and do you like him? Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.